Some of you may be wondering, who's this guy in the blue suit? Well, this is Connor.
Yo.
He's a great guy. He breastfed my children. And
Multiple occasions.
and we're going to be looking at his church. Now, does this church have anything to do with the dick extender?
Yes, it has a lot to do, actually, if you'll just follow me over here.
Alright.
You'll see on this hilltop, we found this. This was all natural.
Yeah.
It just appeared here, and we believe it's the work of our God.
You built this dick extender. Would you say you're like the Jesus?
Oh no, it's just a spirit possessed me, and it told me that I needed to build this.
Of course. So this is a very modern design. Why did you choose the Shrek glass? What's the significance of this green glass here?
I had the most green dye.
Can you do like a sermon here for me?
Alright, I'm gonna have to close the door. Oh, I also meant in real life, but praise be he who takes the pills. Double growth guaranteed in just 16 hours. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for teaching me about dick extensions and Jesus and God.
You're welcome.
Praise be the cock and balls.
Praise be.
So the main problem with having a mob grinder is finding a mob spawner. But thankfully, Minecraft Realms Plus comes with this feature called the feed. And in this feed, we can put coordinates to multiple places. So we're going to be using the first one listed in the feed, which is at Y level 41. This is going to be the highest one up, which means we won't run into Bedrock as quickly as with the others. I'm going to head over to that place on the map and I'll be right back. So here we are, right about where the mob spawner would be underground. Now we just gotta dig down. Here we are, right at the mob spawner. As you can see, I've already placed some torches around it. Now, I don't actually know what's in here. It's hard to tell. So, zombies. These are zombies. Last time I saw a crowd like this, I was at a McDonald's. Now that we're here, I'm going to go into Creative World and see if I can't come up with a cool design. I went into Creative World, I tried my hand at a few designs, but the main problem is that there is no functionally working mob spawner in the creative menu, and I didn't want to look up any commands to try and make that work. So I'm just going to wing it in the survival world. I know that's kind of a crazy concept, but I do know that you need to make a mob drop 22 blocks for it to only get killed in one hit, which is ideally what I would want. So I'm just going to head down 22 blocks and even see if I can do that without running into Bedrock. Looking down the hole, this is how far we have to go to make sure that we can kill the zombies in one hit. Okay, so the hole has been dug. I'm going to place my ladders back up to the surface here. I was not expecting the ladders to place behind me. It's like I face a wall and the ladders go behind me. That doesn't make sense. It's like when I went to the gynecologist and felt something slipped in, but both his hands were up. Oh, whoa! That's right, Magic Monkey Games, ripping off Eric Andre since 2020. what I want to see is how far of a radius these mobs spawn in. So, okay, we got one zombie that fell down the hole. Oh, so we got a zombie that spawned right there. So it appears that I'm going to have to extend the design a little bit. And they appear to be breaking their fall with the ladders, which is a little bit weird. Okay, so I've increased the width of the hole. We're going to remove these torches. So it appears I'll have to increase the length as well. Now, the thing that I want to do is I want to have a system where they come down, they suffer the fall damage, and then they get funneled somewhere. But I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Okay, so I've increased the length of the hole. We're going to remove this, see how the zombies do. Okay, so it appears that no zombies are spawning on these remaining blocks here, and that I should figure out the rest of the design now. So it appears that the only way I'll be able to funnel these guys into a place where you can hit them is if we have a manual water system. So what I'm thinking is that we have some pistons here, and they're extended and there's water behind them. And these pistons dislodge, and then the water comes out, and then they get funneled into this singular area where you can hit them. That's the only system that I can think of that makes sense. So first of all, to see if my piston idea works, we have to see it in action first. So we put our piston there, facing the right direction, of course. Put our water here. We put our lever down. Activate the lever, and the water does appear to be restrained by the piston. Well, this is odd. They have this entire pen to themselves, and yet they gather around the corner. Looks like they're trying to kill this horse with warmth. If you've ever seen a bee's nest trying to defend against a hornet attack, it looks pretty similar to this. Wonder why they're doing this. It's bizarre. So one of my main gripes with this house that I've created here is that every single thing is made of oak wood. The floor is oak, the wall is oak, and if you've ever watched Brian, you'll know that his preferred wood for walls is spruce wood. So I'm going to be replacing everything, every wall in this house with spruce wood. I don't know if you noticed this before, but when I made this house, I had hay bales right here, right in this corner. I just noticed I missed this, but I had hay bales right in this corner. I come outside when I'm redoing all the walls to my house, and I've noticed there's no more hay bales in this corner. I've gone through many possibilities in my head of who could have stolen my hay bales. And I believe there's only one culprit who it could be. The man who made the clock tower himself, Brandon. He must have stolen my hay bales. Now, there are some other possibilities, of course. You know, Rutro could have taken them. Daniel Grape, or as I know him, Leif could have taken them. Isadora could have taken them. But using context clues and just behavioral patterns from the past, I believe my main man Brandon took the hay bales. I'm going to confront him later. So, update from Mr. Greenhot over here. He claims that I didn't take your hay bales. Okay. Fair enough. I'll follow another link. Okay, so here we have the water in the mob spawner. You'd stand here, you wait for mobs to come, and you hit them. Now all we need is to put in the piston mechanism. So, we have our pistons in place. So I put a repeater down, but it does not appear that these pistons can be powered from underneath. So I'm going to have to figure out a different method. Okay, so it appears that I am going to be needing a lot more redstone torches than I thought to power these pistons from below. But, you know, once I get this to work, it's going to be a very efficient mob grinder. So I've run into a pickle here. Going directly into the block that the redstone torch is on turns off the torch, but as soon as I connect these wires, look at that, it turns back on again. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to have this piston array so that it's not connected like this. I'm not sure how though. So I was able to work out this really bootleg solution. Essentially these are powered the same way that I showed them before, but the pistons in the middle, we have a 3-torch array, I don't know if that's the correct term, going up, and it powers those torches instead, so that all the pistons can be distended at the same time. Now this is the main event here. If these extend when I pull the lever up, I've done it. Yep. There's a little bit of a delay, but I can fix that with repeaters. Okay, so I've made it so that all the pistons extend and de-extend at the same time. Now we just need to add back the water and we're good. So here's the mob spawner in action. See, I can just kill all these zombies. You can get the baby ones and walk down here and grab all the experience from it. And of course, all the drops move into this chest here. So, I've made a working mob grinder where you only have to hit the zombies once.